Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Essence. Now, this video is going to be more geared to the newcomers to Magic, those who are just starting, maybe those who are a little unsure about what they should be a part of, and what connections that they might have to magic and paganism. I'm trying to simplify things a bit, let's just say. Let's just simplify things. So along your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, you are most likely going to hear a lot of terms that you don't understand yet. Like raising your vibration. You may not know what that means. The awakening, you may not understand that. Let me see what else. What other things? Aligning your chakras. Might not understand that. Which, these are all, like, things I've done videos on. So I'm not going to discuss them here. What this video is about is this. So, there is a lot of categories when it comes to magic. A lot of people, it's like someone found a label maker, was really bored, and just started making labels for different types of magic and put them on a big board, like one of them project boards for like a science class, and just a whole list of things with magic. There's kitchen magic, there's forest magic, there's fire magic, water magic, earth magic, air magic. There's dark magic, there's light magic, there's black magic, there's gray magic, there is art magic, nature magic, there's oh my god, there's so many. There's queer magic. Yeah. There's actually a book. There's a spiritual store near my house. And me and my sister were in it. And we came across the book. It said queer magic. And I'm going to get into my little thoughts about that. I think I did make a video where I did talk about that. And, you know, I did say what I meant. But it's worth bringing up. So that's going to be a little bit later on in this video. But, so with all these categories, for people who are just starting off in magic, it may be a little complicated for people to try to get a handle on what kind of magic they want to practice. They're like, what if I'm a part of one and a part of another one? Or what if I'm none of them? Or what if I want to try all of them? Because I felt this way when I was researching magic. I found so many articles where people would put a word, it could be any word, like rock, and then magic after it. Rock magic. Music magic. Sex magic. That's a lot to unpack. And I mean, like, how do you decide? Especially when you are a beginner. So here's my response. Forget that all of those categories exist. Forget that there is all of these different types of magic out there. Just don't think about them. Forget about them. You do not need all of these fancy labels to practice magic. If you want to make potions and teas and healthy dishes and work with different types of mushrooms and plants in the kitchen, That's technically kitchen magic, but you don't have to talk about it as such. That's just magic. If you are doing a ceremony where it involves fire energy, you know, candles, maybe a bonfire or a burning bowl, that would be categorized as fire magic, but you do not need that. It is just magic. If you are doing a ritual and you are near or in water magic, you do not need to say water magic. Just, it's magic. You don't need all these fancy labels. I have done all kinds of different things in my spiritual path. And let's see, I started at the end of 2015. So it's been 9 years on my spiritual path, working with magic and studying magic. And I've done all kinds of rituals. I've done different herbal concoctions. I have done different rituals, both astral and physical. Astral magic, that's another one. Now, I know I did do a video on astral magic, but that is completely different from the subject I'm talking about. I am trying to simplify things for people who are just beginning magic by letting them know that you do not need all these categories to find what magic you want to practice. It's just you. Astral magic is a part of astral projection, so therefore it was a category on its own to a subject I was teaching. Technically, I don't even have to say astral magic. I just do magic in the astral realm. But it is a little simpler when you just wipe your mind of these many, many, many categories and just do you. Work on your magic how you want to work on your magic. If you want to try something new, go for it. If you want to experiment and practice with something that you maybe not used to, but you think you're up for it, try it. Try it. Obviously with, precautions, of course, but, that's how I went, learned as I go. And if I don't like something or if something doesn't really work the way I thought it would, I just move on. There's no need to be confused by so many words, because all of those categories are in the same bubble as magic. They are magic, period. Just do what you think is right for you. Do what you believe in and practice what you want to practice. Simple. Now, getting back to queer magic. I know this may be controversial to some. It's funny. You think because, because I am gay that I would flock to that book. The moment I saw that book, I was like, what? And I read the back of it. I'm just like, what is all this about? And it's like, boost your magic with your queerness and use the power of the rainbow to make your magic shine. Fabulous. There are times in my life, maybe when I get a little excited, maybe when I'm like bullshitting with a coworker, I can get a little feminine, a little feminine. But pretty much, I'm more masculine than a lot of the gay guys I've met. And yet, I think that this is made for the really flaming people, the really out there people. As like more of like a way to, I don't know, boost your self-esteem, make yourself more, can't believe I'm going to do this, fabulous. But my response to this book, and I've never read it, I will admit, I have never read it. I only read the backside of the book. I skimmed through a couple pages, but nothing really clung on enough for me to buy the book. And I will say, the fact that I will never use the word queer to describe myself, nor any other gay person. It's just gay or just person, you know? But I will never use that word. But the fact that you are straight or gay or bisexual or transgender has nothing to do with magic. Now, some may argue, well, what about the feminine and masculine energies? Okay. So, yes, some people, whether they be men or women, have more either masculine side to them than feminine, or more feminine side than masculine. Yes, some people's energies are not completely balanced on both sides. Neither is mine. But truth be told, that doesn't really have effect on magic. I mean, the fact that I'm gay does not, I don't summon rainbows. I do not work with deities who are known specifically as a gay god. Now, the Greek gods, we know how the Greeks were back then. They didn't give a fuck, you know. Man or woman, they were into it. And a lot of the gods reflect that. But it's not like really like open about it, like this is the god of like gay power. So in my mind, there is no reason to get this book, because I don't think it's going to enlighten me on anything. It's not really going to it's not going to improve my magic state, because I am the way I am already, and I have been for quite a bit. I've been out for a while. But it has done nothing to boost my magic. I am spiritual on my own, not because of my sexuality. That has nothing to do with it. Now, I do find that I am drawn more to a lot of like goddesses than gods. And once again, I think that has to go with the whole masculine and feminine energy thing. But that has nothing to do with sexuality. And magic has nothing to do with sexuality either. I mean, you could disagree with me. And if you do, I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. But I have a hard time, like, I have so many books on my bookshelf. And I've showed you guys before. And I bought these books because I knew that, you know, maybe they could help me get, you know, some truth about magic and, you know, the thing I'm studying and trying to work with. But that book, no. And believe it or not, years ago, I was talking with a coworker and we were talking about magic, and she's like, you know what book you should get? And I'm like, what? Queer Magic. And at first I thought it was a joke because she knew I was gay. And I was just like, oh, haha, that's funny. And she wasn't laughing. And I'm like, oh, you're serious? And she's like, I just think, you know, it's really enlightening. And she didn't really go into exactly what was enlightening about it. She's like, oh, you should definitely read it. It's been 4 years since then. Haven't read it. So that's my 2 cents right there. Just had to bring it up because I just still can't believe that's a book. It's got to be a parody or something. It's got to be. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Have a good day, everyone.